this is part 2 of a 3-part series. So if you haven't seen part 1 yet, go click on wherever the eye is on this screen right now. And that will take you to part 1 about childhood fears. But if you don't care, you can just keep watching. Alright, on with the show! Okay, so the next one isn't on this list, but I remembered it when I was going through the whole Inspector Gadget story, because speaking about Disney World, yes, I was 6 going on 7 when Animal Kingdom was first opened. And it was so brand new. Honestly, if you ever go to Disney World, Animal Kingdom's probably one of the best parks to go to. And it's also licensed by the Association of Zoos and Aquariums. So it's a super cool place, and it's got an amazing safari park now. When they gave us the advertisement VHS tape advertising all their parks, I loved watching the advertisement for the Dinosaur Ride. And I was so convinced. I was like, oh, this is going to be awesome. We're going to go on this ride. We're going to go to Animal Kingdom, go on the Dinosaur Ride. And I'm going to go roar right into the T-Rex, because, you know, they showed like the Carnosaurus or whatever it's called now. I don't remember anymore. Children that are obsessed with dinosaurs are going to kick me right now. They had like a big T-Rex that would like come at you, or it looked like it came at you, and then they take a picture of it. And child me is like, yeah, I'm going to growl at that thing. And I was like all hyped and ready to go. And you know, we got in the line and we got in there. And I was still ready to take on the T-Rex, but the thing that scared me is they played like a little safety video at the beginning, but they like set it up. And the whole setup is like, okay, you're going to go in and get this dinosaur, but you have to get it before the meteor comes and destroys all living life on the planet. So it's like we're literally capturing this dinosaur before the extinction of the dinosaurs happens. And the thought of going back in time and having like an almost near-death experience on this ride terrified me. And then I didn't want to go on it. I absolutely didn't want to go on it. I didn't care at that point. I was terrified that there was actually going to be a real meteor that would come and kill us if we didn't find this dinosaur in time. So the way I remembered it, I thought, at least I remember that we had actually got on the ride, and I screamed the whole time, and I like buried my head and I refused to look up, but I heard the sounds. That's how I remembered it. But I asked my parents about it. I guess, at least according to my dad, what had actually happened is I put up such a fuss, and they were like right there. They were literally almost, we were literally almost the next group of people about to get on the car. And I guess I put up such a fuss that they just turned around and left. I thought we had gotten on. I legitimately thought. But my dad says he remembers us leaving. So I don't know what actually happened. All I know is I thought that a meteor was going to come and kill us on this dinosaur ride. And then years later, we went back, and it's absolutely my favorite ride in the park now. So take that, child me. Okay, back on track with the list I have here. So, I feel at some point everyone's got Courage the Cowardly Dog on their list of things that scare them as a child. It was very much a staple show on Cartoon Network during the time period that I was a child. It was constantly advertised. Courage was one of the characters they always put up in their line of cartoon characters, with like Samurai Jack and the Powerpuff Girls and all of that. So he was everywhere. And the show it's good, but it is very scary for kids. And I didn't have cable as a kid, so I didn't see as much Courage as other kids might have. I only really saw it when we were in hotels, and I might stop like occasionally on Cartoon Network and watch. So my experience with Courage is a little bit less than other people. And also, the episode that terrified me is entirely different from any of the other ones I've seen anyone talk about. I've seen like people talk about the classic episodes that scare you, or even the ones that go into like Intruders and the cat one and the dog one, and I am not explaining this well. My point is that I've watched a lot of videos about people discussing childhood fears, and especially ones where they discuss Courage episodes that scared them. And I've never seen the one I'm about to describe. on any of these videos. If I'm wrong and there's someone that has mentioned this episode before, please feel free to let me know in the comments, because I would love to hear someone else's point of view on this episode, because it was absolutely terrifying to me. Even thinking about it now, I still kind of feel a bit queasy inside, and this is why. It was an episode about carrots. Let me explain. So, I don't remember how the episode started, but I remember that there are these carrots and they're trying to eat healthy. So the husband and wife, Eunice, and I don't know why I can't remember the wife's name right now. Eustace and, you know who I'm talking about though. The old lady that Courage loves to death. Anyway, they're eating these carrots to try and get healthier, but then they start growing. They start growing like really big, like Godzilla size. And that's kind of like, oh yeah, that's kind of creepy, that's whatever. But the scary part was to get them back to normal size. Courage went inside of their stomachs, and there was like this carrot stuck in their stomach. Like the roots of this carrot was in the linings of their stomach walls. And it just sat there saying, grow, grow, and that's why they were growing. Oh, it's disturbing to think about. I mean, as a child, you always wonder that if you eat something, especially if like, oh, if I eat a bug, it's still living inside me, gross. But this is a whole nother level to imagine that if you eat a plant and then it starts growing inside of you and like spreading its roots in your stomach. That was really terrifying. But yeah, that's the Courage episode that terrified me as a child. All right, let's move on from that. I think I'm ready to move on. All right, so this is a good one. Again, this was an experience where I just like popped in a random VHS and watched what was on it. Although this time it was Labyrinth. Yeah, and nothing in Labyrinth actually scared me. But before the Labyrinth movie started, there was a trailer for this like monk mystery murder mystery called Name of the Rose. And I think it either had Sean Connery. I think it had Sean Connery in it, now that I'm thinking about it. It either had like Sean Connery or the guy that played Obi-Wan in Star Wars in A New Hope. I can't remember which one, but I feel like one of them, Alec Guinness, that was his name. It either had Sean Connery or Alec Guinness in it. The trailer for this thing was scary. It had like this dark tone. There were just all these monks in a monastery like running around trying to find a murderer, which is kind of creepy-ish on its own. But then there was just like this one scene of this monk that was like face into this pot of boiling soup or water, I don't even know what. And all you saw were his like dead legs sticking out of it. Yeah, child me did not like that. But I loved Labyrinth. So first I tried covering my eyes, but then I decided just to fast forward through the commercial and then watch Labyrinth. Of course now I have it on DVD, so that commercial isn't on there anymore, and I feel like if I saw the commercial again I wouldn't be too scared. I'll probably look up the commercial to play over my really poor description of it, so let me know. Yeah, Name of the Rose. I kind of actually want to see the movie now, because I have really no idea what it's about. I know that it was based on a book, I think. Maybe I should find the book. I need some more reading material. Is part 2 over now? Okay, I guess part 2's over. So if you like that, make sure to put a pause up and press that like button. And don't forget to comment and subscribe as well. I cannot talk, apparently. Part 3 will be coming out soon, so stay tuned. And once again, if you haven't seen part 1 yet, it's around here somewhere. It should be on the screen, maybe in front of my face right now. I don't know. I'm not the one that edits these afterwards. Okay, bye!